Hey guys, Julia here, and it's time for another Wednesday wealth check. And today's wealth check is all about using retreats, luxury retreats, and live events to grow your $1 million business. So just in case you're new to me and new to my work, you might be watching this inside my Facebook group, you might be watching this on YouTube. I'm going to do a quick overview of the Millionaire in 3 Years plan. So this is the Millionaire in 3 Years plan, and it is the step-by-step process that I take my clients through to grow a $1 million coaching business in 3 years or less. So in year one, you go from zero to your first 100,000, and you focus on growing your list and audience, one-on-one coaching, small group coaching, and small live events. So you'll see, given the context of today's Wednesday Wealth Check, that live events feature quite early on in your $1 million journey. Now, a little bit of context. Remember, I teach you to use a premium high-ticket business model. So when I talk about one-on-one coaching, small group coaching, and a small live event, I'm talking about services priced at a premium price point. So between $2,000 and $5,000, especially if you're just starting out. In year two, you're scaling from $100,000 to your first $500,000. You're going towards the 500K mark. And in year two, you host your first international retreat. You invite people to work with you in a year-long program. Sometimes you might hear that called a mastermind. And you launch your first online product. So there we have it again. Your international retreat is in year two. And you're going to be pricing this international retreat at the $5,000 to the $10,000 mark for your first one. And in year three, when you go from $500,000 to your first $1 million, you would host your big live event. So in year one, it's a small premium priced high ticket live event. $2,000 to $5,000 is the price point here. But when you get to year three, you've just spent 3 years growing your list, building an audience. So you would probably price this live event at around the $1,000 to $2,000 mark, but you're going to have way more people in the room so that you would earn more. Then you would scale your year-long mastermind and you create your first licensed product. So that's a quick overview of the Millionaire in 3 Years plan. And now I'm going to talk to you about your small live event and your international retreat. And you might be wondering, why am I talking about both of them at the same time? And that is because they kind of overlap in terms of format, in terms of content, in terms of marketing. And you can almost use them interchangeably depending on your personal circumstances. So somebody asked me if you had to use live events to grow a $1 million business. And the answer is you don't have to use live events to grow a $1 million business. But what I have found in growing my own business is that live events are the most leveraged activity in your business. What do I mean by that? When you invite people into a room to meet you, to spend a day with you, it is really easy, even if they've paid $1,000 to be there at this stage, to invite them to work with you at another price point. So that's what I mean by a highly leveraged activity. And it's really, really important for you to get it right as early as possible, because you'll see from the Millionaire in 3 Years plan that every year you host a different live event. So the first year, it's a small live event, 6 to 10 people in a room, $2,000 to $5,000 investment. Your second year, it's your international retreat, $5,000 to $10,000 investment. Your third year, you scale the number of people in the room. So you might have 50 to 100 people in the room, but your price point goes to between $1,000 and $2,000. Now, when you master small live events and international retreats, it makes it way easier to scale that into a big live event. But for today, we're going to focus on international retreat and live event. Now, one thing I want to explain to you is that when you're planning your live event or your international retreat, you don't want to think about it as in a box. You want to see where it sits within all of your other services. So if you're following my Millionaire in 3 Years plan, you realize that people will come to you primarily for one-on-one coaching. You're growing an audience. Once your one-on-one coaching spots get filled up, you can offer a group program because, again, you're growing your audience. And then once your group program gets filled, you can host a 1-day or a 2-day live event. Now, this is where the magic happens. At that 1 or 2-day live event, you can then invite people to work with you for a longer time frame. Here, depending on if you're at the end of your first year and you've made that 100 grand, or you aren't quite there yet, or you can use a small live event to generate warm leads to invite people into one-on-one coaching. And it goes exactly the same for a retreat. Although I would not advise you to host an international retreat before you host a small live event at home because of the logistics, because of all of the things that can go wrong with your first international retreat, because of things like being able to secure an overseas venue, things like making sure that you have the right insurances in place for your clients. So if anything happens, you're covered and your client gets the care that they need, so that you ensure that you have all of the legal cover in place. I know we don't like to think about things going wrong, but things can go wrong when you're overseas. So don't try to host an international retreat before you've mastered small live events. Okay? So small live events, you want something really focused. Pick one small topic and zone in on that for a day or 2 days. You want to think about where it is in terms of your services and offers. You want to think about your upsell. Are you going to, if you're at the sort of end of your first year, are you going to invite people to work with you for longer in a group? Or are you using it to invite people to work with you one-on-one at a higher price point for a longer period of time? So in my own business, I have done both, and both work. So right from day one, I actually filled my coaching practice, and this is like 7-8 years ago. I filled my coaching practice with 1-day events. So I would have 1-day events. I would invite people into that 1-day event. They'd get a good sense of what my work was like for a day. And then I would actually invite them into a 3-day intensive program. So once I moved on from that stage, I then started hosting high ticket small live events and my international retreat. Some of you will know that I took my clients to Barbados last year. That was 2017, depending on when you're watching this. And of course, there's another retreat on the cards for 2019. So it's a little bit of what you need to know. I'm going to give it to you in bite-sized pieces over the coming few days, because this is the time of the year. If you want to host a retreat or a live event and you want it to happen before the end of the year or first thing in the new year, this is when you have to start making those preparations in earnest. This is when you have to start contacting venues, finding out what your deposits are. This is when you have to start inviting clients. A really good way is to reach out to people individually and let them know, hey, this is what I'm planning. Would you like some more information? See what your audience feels like before you go commit a whole heap of money securing this venue. It's not fun when you've paid a massive deposit on a venue and then you're doing, the reverse of then trying to sell the places, and all you're seeing is that deadline going, and you know that you're about to lose your deposit. That doesn't feel like fun. So make sure that you factor in all of those things: your marketing timeline, your deposit timeline, the date when you absolutely need to cancel by, because all of those things are going to factor in your time frames for filling your retreat and your luxury live event. Before I go, I wanted to let you guys know that if you are serious about hosting your own luxury retreat or live event, either this year or first thing in the new year, I'm coming to Miami next week and I have spaces available for a VIP day with me to help you put your retreat or high ticket live event together. So you can choose from Friday, the 5th of October or Saturday, the 6th of October. You have me all to yourself in Miami for one day. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to zone in on the theme of your retreat and a title for your retreat or live event. This is what people will see when they come to your sales page, when they come to your social media profiles. It's not enough to give it a really clear, cool title. You have to give a sense of what they will achieve or accomplish from coming to your live event or retreat. I've seen really good coaches make this mistake. They give their retreat some exotic, really cool sounding name that doesn't actually make any sense to the people that they want to sell it to. And then you will struggle to fill your retreat or your live event. So I'm going to help you zone in on a name that will make sense to your buyers. Zone in on the theme of your retreat and the outcomes, because that's what you're selling to your clients. You're not selling, oh, come to Barbados with me. You know, that's not why my clients came to Barbados last year. They came because they wanted to know how to sell ultra premium 25K and above programs. That was the promise of the event, and that's what they left knowing. So I'll also help you with your marketing message for your retreat or high ticket live event, as well as show you how to negotiate a timeline with the venue so that you have a venue secured without risking any of your own money. Now, this is a skill that I learned from years in the luxury event industry. As you guys know, my first part of my business career was spent as a luxury wedding and event planner, and there is nothing about securing venues that I don't know. And I'm going to tell you how to secure those venues without risking your own money. I'm also going to walk you through how to get clients to commit early on. Because a lot of times people wait until the last minute. You see people doing this with live events. You know, slashing ticket prices and bring a friend for free. That does not work for a premium event. Sorry to burst your bubble. But I'm going to walk you through how to get those sales in as soon as you announce your retreat or premium live event. So if that sounds like what you are interested in, send me a message. I'm not opening this up huge because there are only 2 spots. You can choose from Friday the 5th or Saturday the 6th of October. That's next week in Miami. And there are bonuses for fast action. So today is Wednesday. You have until Sunday to access these bonuses. You get my VIP Day Mastery course. Here's why you get that course completely as a bonus. Because once you learn my VIP Day Mastery system, it will help you to plan the content for your luxury live event, and it will show you how to structure your multi 3-day, 4-day international retreat, how to structure the content so it naturally leads to a sale at the end. Because you want to keep your eye on the upsell. You want to monetize your event as much as possible, not just make money from the event itself, but from also inviting clients to work with you in the longer term. So the VIP Day Mastery bonus will help you to do just that. You also get your hotel accommodation the night before your VIP day with me. So you get your own double, very luxurious room in the same hotel as me. So you fly into Miami International Airport and you get a room at the hotel. So you arrive for your VIP day nice and refreshed, and we can get started straight away. And you also get a luxury town car pickup from Miami International Airport. Those are your 3 super bonuses, but you need to let me know, quick sharp, you need to let me know by Sunday, otherwise you don't get the bonus. So that is it. If you have any questions about international retreats or luxury live events, and you watch this on the replay or you watch this on YouTube, post your question below the video and I will answer it as quickly as I can.